Good day, Nashoba. My name is Jeremy.
And I'm Jason, and we're your hosts for this week's edition of Viking News Network.
Most are aware China is famous for its ancient history, and it seems this Chinese restaurant is following the trend. There is an old Chinese restaurant that has been open since 1911. It has been titled the oldest Chinese restaurant in America. You would think it would be in San Francisco or New York, but it's actually in, of all places, Butte, Montana. It is called the Pekin Noodle Parlor, which has been enjoyed by families for decades. Jerry Tam's parents were the third generation of the family to run the restaurant. When you walk into the restaurant, it can feel like you just walked back through time. The restaurant is not the only old thing here. The booths were put up in the early 1900s for privacy. Danny Wong, which is Tam's great uncle, who is now in his 80s, bought the place from Hum Yao in the 1950s. Tam is now the current owner, but before Tam became the current owner, his father chose the unusual interior orange color because it stimulated appetite.
Oh, wow, that sounds like worth a visit.
Yeah, seriously. I wish I could go there, but I can't pay for it.
You should hold an auction, like the one we have a story on.
Oh yeah. We've got reports on an auction of a famous booth, as well as a story about how Bitcoin is doing. Let's watch that.
On March 5th, 2024, the oldest and definitely largest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, has reached a new value record of above $69,000, breaking its former record of $68,789, which was unexpected due to Bitcoin's drop of value in severe value in November 2022, dropping below only $20,000. The increase in price of over 300% since November 2022 was due to being turbocharged by U.S. regulators, as in January, those regulators authorized a group of crypto companies and finance firms to offer exchange-traded funds which tracked Bitcoin's price and those funds allowed for people to invest crypto without needing to buy the cryptocurrency directly. As of around last week, investors poured in around $7 billion into the investment products, which only further skyrocketed Bitcoin's return as one of the largest and most expensive cryptocurrency. However, Bitcoin is only just a bellwether for the much larger and broader entire net worth of the $2 trillion crypto industry, which reputation has plummeted due to the massive 2022 crash and a series of negative headlines making events such as a huge price swings and the prosecution of a massive crypto celebrity, Sam Bankman-Fried, who was convicted in November of stealing billions from his customers on his famous crypto exchange, FTX, which later collapsed due to a surge of customer withdrawals due to his questionable financial valuation, and later from Sam being exposed as a con artist, which was helped to be uncovered and brought to the spotlight by the famous internet detective known for exposing the crypto zoo Logan Paul scam, CoffeeZilla.
The Sopranos is an iconic show that ran from 1999 to 2007 with 6 seasons and widespread critical acclaim. The series finale featured an iconic yet controversial final scene where the Soprano family sit down at a restaurant booth after tensions involving the main character Tony's life as a mob boss. While they are waiting for the rest of the family to arrive, Tony keeps watching the door to see who enters, while a shady character is eyeing him nearby. Eventually, he goes into the bathroom, and Tony's daughter Meadow arrives. The doorbell rings, he looks up, and the screen cuts to black, where the opening credits play after about 10 seconds of darkness. The scene was set to the song Don't Stop Believin' by the band Journey, which ends abruptly when the screen cuts to black. The booth was located in Holston's Ice Cream in Bloomfield, New Jersey, and just got sold on eBay due to the restaurant getting a renovation. The owners stated that while they don't want to get rid of it, it is over 60 years old and is not safe for patrons anymore. When it was put up for sale, The listing included both seats at the table and the divider wall with the plaque reserved for the Sopranos family. The opening bid was $3,000 and was scheduled to end at 10:02 p.m. on Monday. However, it was ended early at 7:12 p.m. by the seller. The listing attracted 49 bidders and 238 total bids, with the selling price being $82,600. Due to the size and weight of the booth, it was only available for pickup.
Go.
Real news about money, huh?
I'm just thankful no one's fighting over it.
People might be fighting over that, but some people are still fighting. That's right. Airing on Netflix, Saturday, July 20th, Jake Paul is going to be set to fight the former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson. Tyson is going to square off against the former YouTuber, now turned boxer, Jake Paul, on July 20th at AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's going to be live on Netflix, which will be announced by the streaming giant on Thursday morning. While Jake Paul has racked up a pro record of 9 wins, 1 loss, and 6 knockouts since debuting in January, that is small compared to Mike Tyson's pro record of 50 wins, 6 losses, and 44 knockouts in total. Tyson, the legendary former heavyweight champion, who will be held an astonishing 58 when the time will fight will take place, had an official boxing match in 2005, where he suffered a loss at the hands of Kevin McBride. When asked about the fight, the former heavyweight champion, he had this to say: "He's trained sinfully as a boxer over the years, so it'll be a lot of fun with what and will the ambition of a kid can do experiencing the amplitude of a goat." Tyson said of Paul in a statement, "It's a full circle moment that will be beyond thrilling to watch, as it started him on his boxing journey on the undercard of my fight with Roy Jones, and now I plan to finish him."
Wow, it's not often that Netflix is streaming a wrestling match on their channel.
That's true. And we're in the subject of sports. Here's a look back at the boys basketball senior night.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate our 10 special seniors. Our first senior, Adam Barron, with his mom Janelli and dad Aaron. Our next senior, Brandon Harmon, with mom Lisa and dad Ted. Our next senior, Connor Boyle, with mom Kim and dad Kurt. Our next senior, Connor McCall, with mom Lisa and dad. All right, our next senior, Dan Keith, mom Carrie, dad Ed. Our next senior, Jack Irons, with mom Erin, dad Peter. Our next senior, Jason Bingley, with mom Lisa, dad Mike. Our next senior, Michael Selstead, mom Lori, dad Daryl. senior, Noah Silva, mom Christina, dad Eric. And our last senior, Sean Driscoll, with mom, thank you to all our seniors. Thank you for the sportsmanship and your patience.
Wow, that looks like fun.
If you want more fun like that, make sure to buy junior prom tickets, as they'll be available until the end of March. So get it while you still can. But while we're in the top of the time, it's time for sports. Let's turn over to Monty.
Hi, I'm Monty here with your sports report. The Celtics are going up against the Phoenix Suns this Saturday at 8:30 p.m. and going up against the Portland Trail Blazers on Monday at 10:30 p.m. The end of the Celtics winning streak is worrying Celtic fans across America. If the Celtics will win these next games is a question for tomorrow evening. The Bruins trade deadline is coming up, and the fans are making educated guesses on who will leave our hockey team. But before that happens, we have to watch their game against the Pittsburgh Penguins this Saturday at 3 p.m. and their upcoming game on Monday against the St. Louis Blues. With the Red Sox player Lucas Giolito's injury, they are discussing a long-term extension with the new player Brian Bello as the opening starter who joined about 2 years ago. Patriots fans are getting increasingly worried with the drafts coming soon. The Patriots are rumored to be bringing in J.J. McCarthy, being a reach, and or Drake May with a high draft pick.
Go. Continue your line. Go, go, go. Guys, read. I need you too. Sorry, thank you, man. Go.
Oh, me. Oh, thank you, Monty. You're the right folks. It seems like there's a lot of sports having their tensions high for now.
The sports teams like the girls' basketball don't have low intentions, though. I wonder if there was a way they could let off steam.
That reminds me. We need our segment for that.
Now, let's introduce your Nashoba Tech seniors. Our first senior is a four-year player, number 24, Jenna Daypray. Jenna is joined by her brother Eli and her mother Elaine. Can we have her mom and brother come to center court? Jenna plans on attending college next year, and Jenna says the thing she will miss the most is everyone on this team. Let's hear it for Jenna and her family. Our next senior is a four-year varsity player, number 1, Rachel Tarr. Rachel is joined by her parents, Joe and Tricia Tarr, her brother, Connor, her grandfather, Jeff, and her boyfriend, Gil. Next year, Rachel plans on working in auto body. Her favorite memory is playing 1v1 blindfolded in practice. Let's hear it for Rachel and her family. Our next senior played varsity basketball for 4 years, number 4, Nasta Koyutis. Nasta is joined by her mother, Karen. If Karen is here, come on down, Karen. All right. Nasta has very big plans after graduation. She'll be shipping off to boot camp and will proudly be serving in the United States Army. Lisa's favorite memories were how fun her fellow seniors were every day in getting able to call out brick on every shot I shot in practice all year. Okay, next up. Our next senior is a four-year varsity player and a 1,000-point scorer. Co-captain of the Vikings, number 00, Sadie Tracy. Sadie is joined by her mom, Michelle, and her stepdad, Jason, her brothers, Lawson and Diego, her sister, Cadence, and her boyfriend, Colby. Sadie committed on attending Merrimack College next year, and her favorite memory is every time she put her Viking jersey on to compete in a game with her teammates. Let's hear it for Sadie and her family. Our last senior is a four-year varsity player, a 1,000-point scorer, co-captain of the Vikings, and Nashoba Tech's all-time leading scorer. Let's hear it for number 3, Miss Ashley Hart. Ashley is joined by her parents, Robert and Sue, her siblings, Jocelyn and fiance, I'd read the name if my eyes weren't so bad, and her sisters,
Katie and Stephanie.
Ashley plans on going to college for construction management. Ashley's favorite memories are being with her teammates every day and playing the game that she loves. Let's hear it for Ashley Hart and family. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you the Vikings class of 2024. Let's hear it for our seniors.
Obviously they did. The actual question is what they watched and where. I mean, all sorts of services have streaming, Disney, Hulu, not to mention Netflix.
Oh, that reminds me. The show Avatar: The Last Airbender was given a live-action remake on Netflix recently. It seems they aren't stopping now. However, in case you don't know, here's a quick rundown of the basic plot of the show. Long ago, 4 nations of Earth, Air, Fire, and Water lived together in harmony, each able to control their spread development. But everything changed with the Fire Nation intact. And now, Aang, the Avatar, which is a person able to control all 4 elements, is the only one who can reunite the world. However, he doesn't actually control his abilities. Thus, he travels around the world looking for people to teach him. He travels with a boy named Sokka and a girl named Katara. However, they also have to run away from the evil Fire Nation warrior Zuko, who is trying to capture the Avatar to restore his honor. The show is beloved by many, with its anime-inspired art style, interesting characters, in-depth world building, and more. Thus, it's no surprise there that, similar to the show One Piece, it gets a live-action remake. However, unlike the show One Piece, Avatar: The Last Airbender has ending. But during this ending wasn't part of the 8 episodes we were given when the remake was released on February 22nd. Yet, we still might see the ending in live action after all. Netflix has confirmed it's going to finish the story properly, going through all 3 seasons. It's unknown how many episodes there are going to be or when new scenes will be released. However, we do know they'll be filmed in quick succession to the combat fast growth of child actors. So, we should get them as close together.
Man, I love that show. I can't wait to see the other seasons.
Speaking of entertainment, we have a segment on Radio Red and Rock Podcasts, which you can see here on Viking News 60. So let's roll the tape.
All right, so should we make Damon guess what the number is?
No, let me guess. I want to guess.
Damon would ask. All right.
I want to guess.
So, what you do with wavelength? One person doesn't know what the number is, and he's gonna ask us questions. Say like, name a basketball team, and if the number we're trying to make him guess is 10, we'd say the Boston Celtics because that's the team we grew up with. If we're like looking at a 1,
You could say anything though.
you say a horrible.
You could say
thing,
like
yeah.
anything though.
Anything.
Yeah.
You could ask for
Food,
anything.
whatever.
Yeah, food, color.
Who knows the number? You do.
All three of us would pretty much know it.
Okay.
And then boiled
How are
up.
we gonna do that?
Boil. Close your eyes.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. We got a number. The fans can play along too. We're gonna give you 4 questions to ask.
Okay. Yeah. Name a color.
Red.
I was gonna say green.
Oh yeah. Let's go green.
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 Ooh, I'm looking a little 6 right now.
Next question.
Ooh, give me an NFL team. Currently. Cowboys.
Little Dak Prescott.
Oh, I'm still thinking that 6. I don't know. I don't know if you like the Cowboys or not though. Cowboys.
Interesting way to think about it.
Okay. Give me a breakfast item. Oatmeal. What?
No, we're
Do we not agree with that?
no, we can't go with that. Orange juice.
Yeah, I guess oatmeal would be like. Yeah.
That's like bottom of the barrel.
I don't even know what's going on.
I enjoy a good bowl of oatmeal.
Ah,
Did you just go middle ground 5?
Or maybe orange juice is the best part of it because you get your nutrients.
The oatmeal's throwing me off, but you're just. Oatmeal, I was wrong. That was a 35-year-old palate. Give me. Last question. Oh. Better make it good. I don't know what to say. Give me the number. Give me a day of the week. Ooh. Thursday.
Yeah.
Dude, what? I feel like it's either. That might be perfect, what I just said.
I feel like it would.
I feel like it's either 5 or 6. I'm going to go 6.
Is that your final answer? Locking it in?
That's my final answer.
The number was 7.
So close. Oh. But we were good with our answers, though.
I say we were.
Thursday is a very 7.
Oatmeal 7
I like oatmeal.
Oatmeal is not a 7.
Yeah, oatmeal's probably like a 1 for most people.
Oh no. My turn.
No, we just played it, David.
That's
Oh, that was it.
the game where you.
That was
Do you want to play it?
I'm all set.
Okay.
All right. Sadly, that's all the time we have left today. Massa has to go back to teaching, doing his job.
Oh, yeah, 1 minute. Bye.
So this has been Radio Ragnarok. I'm Connor McCall.
You're not even going to sign
I'm
off, Mr.
Damon
Massa.
Abbott's.
Whoa.
Did I just cut you off?
Yeah. Say it again.
I'm Damon Abbott.
Good.
I'm Damon Abbott.
I'm Mr. Massa. And it's Connor Boyle.
And we'll see you next time.
We've been showing a lot of non-news segments, but we know what you all came for.
You're here for the news. We're here to oblige. So here for news, some news coming right up.
On February 24th, 2024, a joke tweet made by a fake Cookie Monster Twitter account tweeted this. We hate shrinkflation. Your cookies getting smaller. Guess we have to eat double the cookies. The tweet is a simple joke about shrinkflation, a tactic where companies keep the price of a product the same while lowering the amount of product you get. Most people wouldn't think twice about it. However, less than a day later, White House officials seem to have caught wind of this tweet as a response was posted, stating, quote, C is for consumers getting ripped off. President Biden is calling on companies to put a stop to shrinkflation. This was later followed by a press release where the White House revealed some of the ways it was going to combat shrinkflation. Some of these ways are simple. Limiting laws on credit card or junk fees, for example. However, one of them was different.
No grenades.
They stated they were getting together a strike team to prevent these issues. The strike team will apparently crack down on unfair and illegal pricing. The White House was not the only part of the government to respond to Cookie Monster. Senator Sherrod Brown responded to Cookie Monster, writing, "Me too, Cookie Monster. Big corporations shrink the size of their products without shrinking their prices, all to pay for CEO bonuses. People in my state of Ohio are fed up. They should get all the cookie they pay for." Days later, they introduced a law to prevent this tactic. It seems as though a simple joke has convinced the government to crack down on shrinkflation.
Kellogg's going down in flames after the CEO drops insensitive advice to shoppers. The CEO of Kellogg was recently interviewed by CNBC, and in a discussion about the rise of grocery store prices, he insensitively advised those who are having issues affording groceries due to inflation to eat cereal for dinner. The host of the interview, Mr. Carl Quintilina, inquired if the comments might not sit well with the viewers. Gary Pilnick, the CEO of Kellogg, dismissed the question, but his viewers did not. Consumers were furious with Pilnick's encouragement of the breakfast for dinner advertisement, especially when Kellogg's is one of the top food companies skyrocketing their prices. Pilnick's interview has led to consumers boycotting all the brand's products, the rice treats, cereals, snacks, toaster pastries, etc. He also recently dropped an ad campaign suggesting that you give the chicken the night off, while Tony the Tiger encourages families to eat cereal for dinner. Kellogg has yet to respond to the outrage expressed by the populace.
A man took his pitbull outside for a walk in France 2 years ago. He made an unbelievable discovery. He has kept this hidden and tucked away since 2022, but now he has decided to share the story. In mid-hot summer of 2022, Damien Bastretto stumbled upon an insanely massive fossil that is believed to be from nearly 75 million years ago. Archaeologists say that it is the complete skeleton of a long-necked titanosaur. On Thursday, March 7th, a peculiar event took place at Bangkok's airport in Thailand, where an endangered red panda was found inside luggage alongside 86 other smuggled animals. The luggage belonged to 6 people from India, 5 men and 1 woman, who were getting on a plane to Mumbai. Some of the other animals found were snakes, chameleons, lizards, cotton-headed monkeys, and many others. Multiple images were released which showed the animals inside of plastic containers, baskets, and other storage areas. Hidden in the luggage bags, the officials said the travelers broke several laws such as animal disease control laws and taking animals that were site listed, meaning the trade on those species is regulated. Thailand is well known for being the habitat for many rare species because of this, it's also a hub for illegal animal smuggling. The airport's customs officials have seized many site-protected animals over the years, such as 10,000 turtles and tortoises from 2014 to 2017.
You know, flying isn't one of those things I can't believe you figured out how to control.
Well, we can't control all of it. Things like weight cost, fuel, and weather all go into our control of flight.
Speaking of the weather, let's go to Monty with today's weather.
I'm here with the weather. Okay, so today it's 40 degrees currently, with no precipitation and 59% humidity. So today is a high of 51 and a low of 27, which is sunny. We love that sun. Get out of here, rain, you know. Saturday is going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 46 and a low of 37. Sunday, we're going to have some light rain with a high of 50 and a low of 33. And Monday, we're going to have some strong winds with a high of 43 and a low of 32. And Tuesday, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 49 and a low of 30. That's the weather.
Thank you, Monty. Seems like we have all sorts of colors across the week.
Speaking of color, we've got a colorful hair dye package.
So today we have Nina and myself doing a demi-permanent hair color on our model Wendy. To begin the process, we are having a consultation with Wendy real quick, talking about colors and choosing At this point here, we're mixing our color up using our demi line called Shades EQ from Redken. They have a semi-permanent line that works really, really well for people who are looking for a change, but not the commitment to a permanent color. When we mix this up, we have to use the dedicated processing solution that goes with the demi color line. Nina's mixing that up for us, and we're getting ready to do the application process. She's going to part the hair in 4 quadrants here to give herself some control over the sections. Wendy has a lot of hair, so really making sure that it is in control. Nina's in control 100% of the time. So parting it in that quadrant really helps, making sure full saturation happens. Just going to start applying at the roots and going right through to the ends here. So we'll let this run through here so you guys can see that application process happen. So here you can see Nina has finished the application with me assisting her. She's now working on combing through the hair all the way to make sure the color is applied evenly from roots to ends. And she's putting what we call a bag on the head, like a cute little term for a shower cap. That's going to keep all the moisture in for the processing time, and we're bringing over some grow lights, as we lovingly call them, but these are processing lights, so they're a little bit of heat on there. It's a 20-minute process time for the semi-permanent color. We're going to process for the full processing time. And then we will be rinsing her out for the final result. So you can tell that this is a pretty actually quick process from start to finish in the salon. It would be typically about a 2-hour appointment for this. If you were adding on a haircut, it would probably be a little bit longer. For this demo, we did just do the color and the style. Rinsing out a demi-permanent color, it has a ton of shine in it, which is really great for the hair. It rinses out really, really nice. And you can see, we already can see a major change with Wendy's hair going from her natural strawberry blonde to a deep, almost cherry cola color. Nina's doing a traditional round brush blow dry here, using some tension on the hair to get it nice and straight, using a large round brush to get that nice soft bend at the ends. Here we have our final results. Wendy is smiling so big, beautiful. Looking like she loves it. We're pretty sure she loves it. It's a big change for Wendy, but she had wanted it for a long time, so we knew that the style would come out perfect for her. So we can't thank TV Media enough.
I wish I could get my hair dyed.
Maybe some other time. But for now, that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. We're your hosts, Jason
And Jeremy. Until next time, show your wisdom,
Nashoba
Nashoba
Tech.
Tech.